morning, good morning, good morning, all of my trade geniuses out there. How are we feeling? Welcome to Trade Genius Live. I am your host and brand ambassador of the Edge Funder, Trend Genius. We're in here on a Friday, TGIF to everyone. Man, let's see what we can do today. It's been trying times all week, right? Actually, since January 20th, it's been trying times. Yeah, man. So how's everybody doing this morning? How is everyone doing? Talk to me. How is everyone doing this morning? See who we got in the building. T. Pruitt, good morning. Soaking Insider, good morning. TGIF to y'all. We got a small house today. Friday. Small house today. We up. J. Royal, what's good? Good morning. Mr. Payout, Jerry Jack in the building. Good morning. Ryan, good morning. Ryan, Morbid Drifter, good morning. Good morning, y'all. We're going to give everybody some time to tap in. Hope everybody's feeling well. T. Pruitt said he's blessed. How's everybody else feeling? How is everybody else feeling? How are we feeling today? What's that sentiment? Let me know. What's the sentiment this morning. Me, myself, I am feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good. Got a good night's rest. Got up, worked out, took me a nice shower. Feeling good. How are y'all feeling? That is the question. Talk to me. Rain got you sleepy? Yeah, rain will tend to do that. That's for sure. That is for sure. Rain will definitely do that. How y'all feeling though? Let me know. One word me. How we feeling? I am just getting my charts together over here. How y'all feeling though? Let me know. One word me. Let's go check the emotions. Let's do a temperature check. Let's do a temp check. How is everybody feeling? All right. Talk to me. How we feeling? Happy Friday, Miss Empress. Going to try for a live trade today. That's what's up, Soap. That's what's up. That's fire. Well, we should be able to get one, hopefully. Kick Rocks said he's feeling thankful. That's what's up. Let me know how y'all feeling. It's very important that we discuss that. We have about 11 minutes before market opens. So how's everyone feeling? Let's do a temperature check. I always like to do that every day. It's good for us to talk about that and say it out loud, like, how we're feeling. What's our mental state right now? Like I said, temperature check. Let me know. I'm just messing with my charts right now. What we got? Let's see here. Empress said grateful. Kick Rock said feeling thankful. That's what's up. Feeling like not gambling. Hey, I like that, sir. Shout out to J Royal. Let's put that up there. J Royal said he feels like not gambling. I like that. That's good. That's what we want. 27075. That's what we want. We always want to feel like not gambling every day that we set up. That's hilarious. I love it. 934. So what's up? Talk to me, man. How's everybody doing? Let me see. We got a small house. It's Friday. All right, cool. Well, y'all know the daily routine. Let's go ahead and get on these charts and let's see what the market has for us. Let's see here. Low 681.75. I'm just doing a couple things on my chart. All right, I got that done. Okay, cool. All right, what we got? What we got? Pivot Point, good morning. Mike, good morning. Good morning. Just got done entering the TEF account giveaway. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah. Soy put that together. Happy Friday, Pivot Point. Happy Friday. All right, well, we're in here. Let's go ahead and jump on to the charts. Let's go ahead on and get our repetition rocking the way that we do. Let's go ahead and get J Royal out of there. All right, let's rock it. So, news today. Excuse me. News today, 7 a.m. We have revised UOM consumer sentiment. That's pretty much all we have today at 7. How was this news? It's kind of hit and miss. I have seen times where it has brought in some pretty substantial volume, but it's more miss than hit on that. So other than that, that's all we're looking at for today. Excuse me. Yeah, so just 7 o'clock. So let's jump to the charts. Let's get our daily bias rocking. Let's get that rocking right now. All right, I'm gonna go to the 5 minutes so we have less candles. Wow, prices just took off. All right, so market opened here. So we're gonna mark off. Let's mark it off. Let's go 5, 9, 11 to 2. All right, so let's see what we got. So here's Asia's high, and this would be Asia's low. And this is London's high. And let's see here. This would be London's low right here. This guy right there. That would be London's low. So based on our little time frames and our cheat code, London has definitely taken out Asia's high, but did not take out Asia's low. So with that stated, we are looking for price during New York session today to be bullish. So let's see. Yesterday, what did we get? Yesterday, price was supposed to be choppy, right? And price was somewhat choppy. If y'all remember yesterday's bias, right? Asia took out, London took out Asia highs and Asia lows, and the market was supposed to be pretty choppy. So let's see here. Market opened here yesterday, and a couple little moves. Basically here, this pullback at around 10 o'clock, and then it kind of just went back choppy again. So it was fairly a choppy day. We just had a we had some sell side action. You could have definitely made some money on if this was a strategy that you were trading. Other than that, it was pretty much somewhat of a choppy day yesterday. There was no huge trend direction if y'all think about that. So yesterday, the bias pretty much made sense. Now, we're not married to the bias because news or anything can change it, but it's definitely a little cheat code, something for us to think about. And as y'all can see, if you just do it every day, you'll see pretty much, I would say 70% of the time it's on point. 60, 70% of the time it's on point. All right, so today we're looking for price to be bullish. We're at all-time highs, and we have all of our daily levels below. Bottom, good morning. Jude River, first day off for 7 days. For my 7 days off, time to lock in on the charts. That's what's up. Jude River, thanks for tapping in. Kaz, Grand Risings, my brother. Made a nice dub this morning. Happy Friday. That's what's up. Congrats on that. Bottom, good morning. Dow has to make a leap soon. It's slacking compared to NQ and ES. Any thoughts on that? On the Dow, you know what? I don't watch it, Soak. Yeah, I don't really watch it, bro. And I don't want to say something. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch it. Literally, you guys, I really only watch NQ. I just got I had it for a while. I had this for a while, and I'm just tapping into it. Kiara, good morning, good morning, good morning. I got I have an options mentorship, and I'm gonna start that here pretty soon. Actually, I started it, and I began to start it. I started like my first my first module on it, and then a bunch of stuff started happening personally, so I had to like just put it to the side from a time perspective because I didn't want to be in and out on it. I wanted to, once I lock in on it, I wanted to be able to lock in. So I stepped away from it for a second, and I'm going to start actually getting back into it. So there's some things I will be looking at differently, but yeah, I'm definitely going to get into the mess with some options for a little bit, diversify my portfolio. But that'll be the only thing that I'll be looking at. But I'm a newbie to that, so it'll take me some time to get that rocking. But as far as that, Soak, like it's really hard for me to say, my brother. I wish I could. I don't want to give you the wrong information. Miss T and her three, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Yeah, so right now, we have about 4 minutes to the open. We have daily levels below. So possibly we may be able to get a daily strat, how would I say, short. So let's see. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. All right, cool. Let me check something out, y'all. You know, we got to like kind of just go over some news again. Let me go to this news tab and see what's correct. Pakistan may announce today the resumption of negotiation between Iran and America. Okay, so that was 2 hours ago. 10 minutes ago, Trump says we're becoming a casino as soldier charged over polymarket Maduro bets. Okay, whatever that is. Let's see here. Nothing else here really going on. Just, you know how we stated at the beginning, that was Jerry Jack. Mr. Payout had turned us on to some information, and we said that we need to start really, really like looking at this, looking at not just the calendar column, but looking at this news column also. Have you tried adapting your strategy so you can jump into something? When you say adapt my strategy, what do you mean, Kiara? Joe Bro, good morning, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. What do you mean, Kiara? Actually, for my strategy, I just trade it when I see it. You know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, I've just been taking base hits because the market has been very volatile. So I've been trying to lock in some profits. Before a crazy volume spike or something of that nature. So that's really the only thing that I've been doing as far as switching up my strat. But it's not really a switch up. It's just not holding. It's just taking basically banking part of my position prior to since we're at so basically just banking my position prior to holding. So the thing is this, for me, when we're at all-time highs, I just have to be mindful of my targets and stuff like that, and just be willing to sit on my hands. That's all I can do. Yeah, that's all I can do. And this has happened before, so I'm definitely used to it. Market's supposed to move different from what I'm told. Move different in what regard? What do you mean? Excuse me, because when we're at all-time highs, what you'll see is, and I'm just speaking from NQ, price will continue to make all-time highs, but at some point it's going to pull back. It will definitely pull back. We're definitely getting close to the 8% line 2026. So, all right, we got 1 minute before market opens. Let's check it. Let's check it. About 30 seconds. Let's see here. Who made some bread today? Kai said he made some bread. Good morning, Roly Poly Yoli. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, the market doesn't, the only thing that the market does when we get to this point is it does a lot of, as I stated, it'll continue to make all-time highs, but then at some point we'll definitely get a pullback. D Young, good morning, D Young, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We just waiting on this market. Oh, market just opened. Bam. Oh, wow. So that means I probably won't be able to get a daily strat. Yeah, I probably won't be able to get a daily. Closest daily is here. If this holds, market structure shift would be here. It's not really that much space. It's only about, it's not that much. I probably won't be able to get a daily strat today, but that's okay. Let's see here. We have a lot of sell side liquidity. Yep. As you can see, price was just pretty much bullish the whole overnight session. So let's see what's up. MES been hanging in the same support and resistance for the last 3 days. Yes, the price is ranging, at least on MES. Excuse me. Price is ranging. Let's see what we get though. Maybe we can get a cool little daily. Let's see what we got. See what we have here. Anybody in anything at the moment? Anybody in anything? Anybody in anything at the moment? Let's go this 1 minute. What we got here? 629. What we got? Yeah, I was on the 5 minute. Yeah, I'm on the 1 minute now. Yeah. I saw that Kick Rocks. I was like, oh, let me change that real quick. Let's see here. You took the drop? Oh, okay, that's what's up. You took the break of this, Mr. Payout? Took the break of this, took my 930 BO strat and hit 800 on one and done. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see here. What's this? 729. Let's see here. So with my strategy that I trade, there are times it sets up. I'm just opening this up, looking at checking this fair value gap right here. But there's times that sometimes it sets up 628, 629. But just the way that this looks, I would have rather had this been set up like right at 929. Excuse me, 629. But yeah, this one's a little funny. This is a little funny one right here. Let me see something. Let's see here. I don't know, y'all. What we got? Sitting on my hands. Got a good trade during Asia session. Been loving Asia London session. That's what's up. Impressed. Me and Asia have a love-hate relationship right now, but they pulled through. That's too funny. Yeah, there's only one strategy I trade during Asia session. Just one. Just one. But I don't know, man. Price might just continue to just keep going bullish and being bullish. Think about it. We have what? 5% line, 8% line is right here at 28,511, right? So we are, how far is price away from that right now? 28,511. Price is a little over, probably about 1,300 points away from that. That's not really far to get to, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. We will see what we get. Look like price came into this fair value gap right here. As y'all can see that. This fair value gap was not touched since 404 this morning. You can see price right here went into this fair value gap, and it's actually going bullish. So we just have to just sit back and kind of see. Got to see what's going on. So 7233. So this would be it right here. Oh, fair value gap right there, huh? Is it a gap right there? 27,223. Let me see something. Was there a gap there? A small gap? What am I seeing? 27,223. Trying to see something, y'all. I'm trying to see. Hold on. Oh, right here. Right there. So it's a gap right here. That would have been off of the, that would have been way too early. Huh, interesting. What we got? What we got? Do you have a strategy for each session? I just have one strategy that I use on Asia, and then I have 4 other strategies that I use during New York. That's pretty much what I have. Yeah, so let's see here. How would that be? Trying to understand something here. All right, so let's see here. 27, 20, 27, 223. Trying to see something. Why there? Huh, interesting. Okay. Made 1160 for the day. Done for the day. That's what's up. Took the sell. Nice, nice, nice. I'm kind of looking at something right now. I'm trying to see something. Let me just draw a line right here. I'm trying to see something. Is there a fair value gap right there? No, it is not a fair value gap right there. But I'm just trying to understand what my coach just did. How is it there though? I'm trying to see something, y'all. My coach just did something. I'm just trying to understand what he's doing. Okay, well, I don't really understand this entry that he has. Not that I'm taking it, but I'm just trying to understand. Oh, we got some crazy volume coming in right now. I'm trying to understand 223. I'm trying to see if there's a fair value. There's not a fair value gap here. I'm trying to think, why would that be entry? That doesn't make any sense. All right, whatever. Q-Dale, what's up, my guy? Let me just take this off my chart. I was corresponding to some y'all. I was seeing some. We got some crazy volume coming in right now. Somebody talking? Yeah, I was just seeing something that my coach did, and I was like, huh? Like I was just trying to figure out like what he was looking at. For the most part, I don't see the entry. I was trying to understand his entry on his trade, but I don't see it. I don't see it at all. All right, what we got? What we got? So, hit them. They're free and make you feel all feel all warm and fuzzy. That's too funny. So I know Mr. Payout got his, Morbid Drifter got his. I might open a broker Monday or sometime next week. Hopefully I can scale the 200 to more. If you put a 200 in your account, you can only trade you can only trade one micro with 200 if you're putting 200 in your account. So just remember this on micros, you need at least $100 in your account to trade one micro. And you need at least $1,000 in your account to trade one mini. So I always recommend everyone put about $300 to $500 in there, and then just trade one micro. What that does, they give you a bunch of leverage, right? So put about $300 to $500, trade one micro, and then build up the account that way. And as you build it up, then you can start trading 2 micros, so on and so forth. But Kiara, you like to go hard, like you trade minis. You like to go hard, so you're gonna have to pull it back to with that live account. So, and you don't want to put. See, I never recommend anyone putting $1,000 in a live account and then just trade like one mini. That $1,000 is gonna get eaten up so quick. That's why I recommend. I tell folks put like $300 to $500 and trade micros, and then just trade one micro. And what that does is, right, I got to grind, exactly. What that does is that keeps your leverage low, keeps the emotions low, right? You know what I mean? Where you're not really tripping because it's new, right? This is all somewhat new to a lot of us. So what that'll do is that'll just, keep you at even kill. Trading one micro, it's only 50 cents per tick value. So just think at 100, if you lost 100, if your trade went against you 100 points, like 100 ticks, it's only $50, right? So it's cool. You can manage that. Absolutely, D Young. Oh, you good, Serena? I'm glad to see you here. If you wasn't been here, I was gonna be calling you, child. Nah, I'm just playing. I was gonna be calling you like, what happened? Nah, that's good. I'm glad you're here. You're not late. You're good. Um, I also trade minis as that is what Juvier strategy calls for. The 930. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. So let me tell you this: when it comes to minis and micros, you should not be trading minis. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you say. I can tell you right now, you should not be trading minis. If a strat calls for minis, you can still trade micros. Because all my strats that I trade, that I learned from my coach, he trades minis, but I trade micros on all the strats that he trades on all the strats that he trades minis. So you shouldn't be trading minis, Morbid Drifter. You should be trading micros, my guy. Just a little pro tip for you. Everyone in here should be only trading micros and not minis. We are not experienced enough to be trading minis, period. And we all have to understand that. We are a micro gang. That's going to take you at least a good 3 to 5 years before you graduate to minis. At least that, realistically speaking. Yep, micro gang all day. If you're not trading micros, you're over leveraging your accounts. I can tell you that right now. Your accounts cannot take it. Excuse me. If you're trading minis, you're over leveraging your account. Your accounts cannot take that. 2 trades go against you, you're hit. Or what you're going to do? You're going to have crazy tight stop losses where you're not going to give the trade enough room to breathe. Either way, it's just not a good. It's not a good recipe. It's a recipe for disaster. You could still take the same strategy and just trade micros, real easy. Well, it's based on ticks, which is why it's played on the ticker YM and not MYM. Got you. Hopefully the other guys aren't in some big buy. I got a possible sell, HSS and MES setting up. Got you. Daniel, good morning. Good morning. I've been working on holding my position, but holding my losers longer than my winnings, and I'd only take trades I'm definitely sure of. Absolutely. Yeah. Right. Do not hold your losers longer than you hold your winners. That's absolutely very, very true there. And definitely a pro tip. So, market opened here, and right now we have not pretty much had anything. No, pretty much nothing. So, if I can get a cool setup, let's see. He had it at 223. I'm trying to see what he see that I don't see. I'm trying to understand this right now. So the setup, but I don't see it. I don't see no. How is it? I don't even see no. What's the name? Yeah, I don't see nothing. 27,666. So that's up here. Stop loss. Now here's the what's the name, but I don't even understand how we have a. I'm looking for a fair value gap is what I'm looking for. Serena, do you see what Scalp did? He has his entry right here for DS shorts, but I'm just trying to understand. Oh, wait. Is a fair value gap here? Oh, I see where it's at. I see. I think it's here. Let me see something. I think it's here. Yep, it's right here. Yep, it's right here. This is a fair value gap. So the entry would be here. Got you. 223.50. Got you. Got you. Well, you know what? Let me check NQ. Because with NQ, it could be different. Let's see here. Yeah, same thing. 223. This would be it right here. This is the fair value gap right here. Right in here. Ah, got you. This is the fair value gap right in here. Yep. All right, cool. Well, look like I possibly may have missed that. Oh, you know what? Maybe not. Let's see here. 223 would be here. What you guys are in? Yeah, 220. Yeah, it's 223.50 on micros. On minis, it's 223. Let's see here. Do we want to take this? We'll take it. Let's take it. Where is it? It's right here. Price is just looking so funky right now, though. We'll take it. It's 223.50, which would be right here. Let's see here, 220. Yep, 223 and 223.50. Yep. I was wondering where it was. I was trying to find it. I could not find it. I had to open up so it's here. Got it. Got it. That was a little early, right? But I guess it started off of got it. This was the market. This is what he used as a market structure shift. Fair value gap right here. Limit order right there. 223.50. But price is very, very weird right now. Price is looking very, very weird. All right, let's do this. I know y'all tripping off me right now. I'm like, first of all, I was trying to figure out where this entry was, number one, but I see it. But I don't know, price is kind of funky at the moment. All right, so no, we haven't swept anything yet. This is the London high. This is what, at 621. This also stop loss. I don't know, y'all. I'm looking for price to sweep this and then come back down. Let me check 15-minute. What we got here? 15-minute banger is invalid, unfortunately. Let me check this. What's the open and high here? Open is 210, close is 215. Yeah. So that's invalidated. Okay, so really only thing we have out there right now is 23.50. All right, we'll set an entry for it. We'll see what we get. Stop loss is going to be here. Actually, stop loss is going to be here. Yes. Stop loss here. And take profit will be here. It might not come back to pick me up. So we'll see. Revised UOM in 14 minutes, orange folder, but looking like it's supposed to go up, possibly. I was thinking we could get in this trade possibly before, and possibly take profits before news. So we're tapped in this now. Let's see what we get. I think I'm going to take it here. And let's do this. Let's go buy limit. And we'll do this at 5. And we'll leave a runner to, actually, we're just going to leave a runner. Stop loss is here. All right, cool. Well, we're in this. Let's see what we get. We are in this. In this. All right. What we got? I'm just setting it up on my other screen over here. Let's see what we can get. Anybody in anything at the moment? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Need to be here. Anybody in anything? Anything? All right, I'm in on my other account as well. Let's see what we can do. Let me put my stop loss. And then we're going to take it all the way to here. This will be our take profit. All right, cool. I'm in on both on all my accounts. All right, what we got? Sitting on my hands, 53 waiting. 53 waiting right now. Just twiddling my thumbs. Got it. In this DS. Yep. Let's see what we get. Look like it might go against us. Oh well. If it does, oh well. Serena, you in the short? I know Kick Rocks is in. Well, let's see what we get. All right, cool. Well, we're going to let that cook. What we got? 10 minutes before news. All right, cool. Let's let that cook. While that is cooking, anybody in anything? I saw y'all that said y'all sitting on y'all hands. I know Kick Rocks is in. What we got? Oh, Tarina, you in shorts? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Well, we're in this thing. Let's let it do its thing. Let's go ahead on and let's get this mental therapy rocking. Let's get on this question of the day. Question of the day today is, my bad too, y'all. I had zoned out for a second. I was over there. I was trying to figure out where the fair value gap was on the strategy. I saw my because we trade the same strategies, right? So I didn't see it. So I didn't even notice that we even had an entry, and he placed one, and I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. So I was really trying to find that. Y'all saw me, I was stumped. I'm like, huh? Like, but okay, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes y'all saw me, you have to scroll out, widen your screen up just so you can actually see if there's a little gap there between like a body and a wick of, the particular candles. So, there it is. But yeah, so I'm telling you, I was really stumped. I was like, huh? But we got it. We in. It made sense. It made sense. All right, cool. Question of the day is, let's go ahead and get that rocking. Let's get this mental muscle going here, this trading therapy. Question of the day today is, let me move some stuff out the way. Are you reacting to the last candle or the overall structure? Ask yourself, are you reacting to the last candle, meaning the last candle that was printed, or overall structure? Something to definitely think about. Are you reacting to the last candle or overall structure? And that would be you asking yourself this question as you were taking a trade. It was Kick Rocks. It was super slim, bro. And it was a wick and a body, a wick of one candle, a body of another. But the way that it looked on the chart, if you didn't zoom out, it looked like it was close. It looked like the bottom of the body of the candle and then the top of the wick. It looked like they were like even, but actually, if you look, it was just a little bit of space. Just a little bit of space. Yo, what's good? Yeah, you early, bro. You early, my guy. Don't worry about it. Mr. Taylor, thank you for popping in here, sir. Depends on your strategy on how you react. No doubt. More of a drifter. I like that. A great answer. Kai said overall structure. Absolutely. 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 I think both of those answers are good answers. But if you think about it, we already know where we're going with this, right? We already know where we're going with this. Think about it. All these question of the days we've been doing and all of these tips of the days, we can honestly say, looking at this question, y'all already know where we're going with this, right? So you ask yourself, are you this is a question that we're asking ourselves, right? Or when you say you're speaking to yourself, and it's basically saying, am I reacting to the last candle or am I reacting to overall structure? Remember, these are questions that, even though it says you, these are still questions that we are asking ourselves, right? That's the whole point of this. We're asking ourselves these questions. All right, cool. So let me jump over there so I can show y'all. So I got one runner in now. I went in on 6 micros. I had 1 micro, 5 micros trimmed at this previous swing low right here. So as you can see, I'm in 1 micro. So we're going to change this down to 1. Confirm that. And then we're going to move this right here. And then we're going to change. We're just going to let that runner just run and just see what it does. On my other accounts, I have my take profit set right here at this daily level. So I'm gonna let this 1 micro run right now. And looks like we're doing pretty good. Not too bad so far. You trimmed 2, got 2 in. That's what's up. Can you show the FEG? I sure will, Sneal. I'll show it to you. It is right. It was crazy too. It was super small. Right here. So the fair value gap was. All right, cool. My other trade, I took the other trade to the daily. That closed out as well. So this was the fair value gap right here, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. super duper small. It's right here. Let me get my little tool. Here. It's right here. Fair value gap is, hold on. Let's do it again. It's right here. Right here. That's it. Right there. Bottom of this body and the top of this wick. And if you notice, look at our look at where my entry is, right at the bottom of that what's the name? Right at the bottom of this fair value gap. So that's basically the strategy. So let's let me close this up and I can show y'all. See, it's super thin when you look at it like this. You can see my purple mark there, but it was very thin. It was really hard for me to tell that it was there. Honestly, it looked like there was not one, because if you're just looking at the chart this way, it looks like this wick and the bottom of this body is like even. But if you saw when I was able to pull out, I mean, when I was able to zoom out, you can see that it wasn't. So yeah, so that was it. So basically, here we go. So sometimes my strategy can show itself a little bit sooner than normal. So sometimes it'll show us, when I say sooner than normal, I'm always looking for this particular strategy, like right around market open, right? So that'll be 6:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. Okay. So sometimes it'll start forming like 6:26, 6:28. That is definitely a possibility. That does happen sometime. In this case, that's exactly what happened. God, that thing's coming back up like crazy. In this case, look at that, y'all, how it's climbing back up. I already banked 5 contracts, so I'm not tripping. If it comes back and take me out, that's only 1 contract. And if you see, I left a little space between there. So even if price does come back to take me out, it's still enough space right here. It's about 5? It's about 20 ticks. So even if it does come back to get me, like take me out on this 1 micro, it's still enough space right here where I'll still make a little bit of money, enough at least to pay for the fees for this last micro. So that's why, if you guys notice, I don't put my stop loss like even to my entry. I put it just a little bit, leave a little bit of space there so I can make a little bit of money. And like I said, it'll be just enough to pay for those fees. So this strategy. So basically, we need market structure shift, right? Market structure shift will happen towards our daily levels. Of course, we're at all-time highs, so we have nothing up here. All of our daily levels are below. That's what these pink lines. I'm just showing y'all my strat. So I got 4 pink lines, which are the open 1, 2, 3, 4. These pink lines are the open, high, low, close of Thursday's candle, of yesterday's candle, right? So that's what I use as my targets. All right, so what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for, once market opens or a couple of minutes before, I'm waiting for market structure shift. Market structure shift will be a close below or above the most previous swing high or below the most previous swing low, going towards my daily levels. Well, today, all of my daily levels were beneath me, were beneath price. So I know today, if I was going to take this strategy, it was going to be a short, because all of my daily levels are below. All right, so market structure shift was here, 626, right? And then what was I waiting for next? I was waiting for a fair value gap to form. The fair value gap formed, we saw, between the bottom of the body of this candle and the top of the wick of this candle. This one right here was actually my market structure shift. So today it came a little bit sooner than normal. Normal, it comes around, the strategy will start setting up around 6:30-ish or after, but there are times where it'll set up like 6:26, 6:28, 6:27, 2 to 3 minutes before market open. That does happen. If you've been like, for me, I've been trading a strategy for a long time, so this is one of the characteristics. It'll do this. So once we have market structure shift, we waited for the fair value gap. As y'all see, my entry was right at the bottom of the fair value gap when I showed y'all, when I have my screen zoomed out. I'll show you again. You can see the box, the purple box, That is the fair value gap. Entry goes right at the bottom. You wait for price to come back and tap you in, and then the trade, you take the trade in the direction that you're going. As you can see, price actually tapped in right here. I didn't get in till, I want to say, somewhere down here. I think somewhere in here. Yeah, somewhere in here is where I got in at. Yeah, I got in somewhere in here. So I had a late entry, but I got the correct, I still got the correct fill on price, right? My entry was right where it's supposed to be. Even though it was a late entry, I did not get in late. I did not FOMO in. Look at that. Price just took me right out. That's cool. Because even with that, I banked 477.50 in 13 accounts. Yep. And on my other accounts, on my big accounts, I did 1350 on 10 accounts. So today we had a really, really good day today. That's cool. Get to end the week green. Let me get into this. Let's see here. Took full TP. That's what's up, Kick Rocks. Yep, that was a good trade today. Serena, I know your runners did their thing. Well, actually, our runners came back to get us, but still, we still banked. Out fully. That's what's up. Grand Risings Karate 357. Having trouble in my evals. I'm failing miserably when I blow the account, and I'm stuck paper trading. I am trading in the green mostly. I need to find a way to switch it around. I would have gone ahead and taken your runner off the board. Rejection off support at 625. The structure was formed today. Correct. It was formed at 626 right here. This one. We use this one. I mean, you can say 625 that we did have market structure shift, but this one was just a little bit closer to the open, so went with this one instead of this one. So we'll just say 626. SNIA. 15 minutes. Could definitely go either way. True. Serena, nice. FOMO will ruin you. Absolutely. Worth the patience. Bank 461. Yeah, we was right there. Serena, that's what's up. Yep. That was good. That's what's up, Mr. Taylor. FOMO will ruin you. The fear of missing out will ruin you. So that was cool, a little cool. End up going into the week green. I mean, hey, y'all saw market had been busting me up the last 4 trades. I'm 2 for 2 now. Yeah, y'all saw the market had been busting me up. I ain't tripping though. It comes with the territory. You know what I mean? We live as long as we live to trade another day. So today we had a really, really good day today. 13 accounts at 477 and 10 accounts at 1350. Not a bad day, not a bad Friday. All right, so we're going to do right. We're going to log in. We're going to go in and we're going to log out that account, those accounts, and we're going to log out these. Boom. So we're logged out of our accounts. Charts are still up. So we ate for the day. What time is it? 7:04. I'm tripping. That price action we were seeing, that was news. That's what took me out. This candle, 7:01 candle. I forgot we had news at 7. At 7. Look at that. That was this revised consumer sentiment. And look at that. Remember I was saying that? I was like, even though it's orange news, sometimes like it can move a little while, bring some volume in. And look, we had some, you can see these candles. Pretty nice sized candles right here. This was the candle that actually took out our runners, Serena. And that was the volume that came. And this is 7 o'clock. This is 7:01. So I would only assume if there was no news today, price possibly would have continued on running, running bearish. But it is what it is. We got our bread and we good. So we'll move on. All right. So let's get back to question of the day today. Good job for those of y'all that helped. Kick Rocks, good job, my brother. Good job, because I know me and you, we went over this, and I saw that you held. That's what's up. We went over this, you and I. So that's what's up, man. Congrats, brother. That's good stuff. A lot of times, y'all, you have to just trust the strategy and just take the trade. And while the trade is going, don't get in your head about what you need to do or whatever. Like, just when you backtest the strategy, you're going to trust it. That's going to build the trust because they're going to have the repetitive nature going. You're going to feel more comfortable. And then when you see the setup, you just take the trade and you just live with the results. If you guys can see, that's pretty much what I've been doing, right? The last two trades went against me. I paid bills twice. Like 2 trades in a row, I paid bills. So even with having two profitable trades and 2 non-profitable trades, I'm gonna do some math, but I know I'm still up. I'm probably up like a few $100 total. So I mean, it is what it is. Remember we talked about this, right? If your R&R is correct, you can, out of 10 trades, you can have 6 go against you and still be profitable, right? But your R&R has to be correct. This is why it's so important, and this is what I'm talking about. Even though I'm 2 for 2, I'm not at break even. I'm probably up about $300-400 off of 4 trades. 2 went against me. 2 I profited off of. So it is what it is. That's why when you see your setup, you just take it. You don't worry about, the last 2 trades went against me or the last 3 trades went. You don't worry about any of that. Every time you see the setup, you just take it and you just make sure your risk and reward is correct. If it's correct, it does not matter. You will still be profitable. You will still be profitable. When you see the setup, you just take the trade. That's why you have to trust your strategy. And the only way you can do that is what, y'all? Y'all already know. Back testing. That's the only way the only way you're going to trust that strategy is you have to back test it. So let's get into our trading therapy. Now that we got our bread for the week. So that's kind of cool going into the weekend green for me, because last weekend I went into the weekend red. The weekend before I went into the weekend green. But at the end of the day, y'all already see, I take it like it comes. I take it on the chin. I don't even trip. If the trade goes against me, it goes against me. If we're profitable, we're profitable. And you see, like we always talk about, right? We're not too high, we're not too low, right? We're just right in the middle. Of course, it's not to say you can't smile if your trade goes, your trade is profitable. Like, that's cool. But we're not going to be around the house fist pumping and woohoo and doing all. We're not doing all of that. We're professionals. You know what I'm saying? Like, a trade go against us, poker face, we're like, okay, no worries. I'll get you on the next one. Trade is profitable. It's the same attitude. Like, cool. We going the next trade, the next setup come around, we gonna definitely try to reduplicate the same outcome. And there it is. Let's see here. Damn, Trent, you banked almost 18K today. Yeah, almost 18K. Let's see here. Not quite. Let's see here. 10 accounts, that's 13,000. Then another 470. We'll just call it 470. We'll call it 460 and 13, 10, 4. Yeah, just about. Yeah, just right at that. Morbid Drifter right at about 18. That's correct. Second rejection on support for MES. Kick Ross, absolutely, brother. Appreciate you trusting me to get you on the right track. Josh Threats, salute. Bottom said, congrats, Jack Serena. I won't fist pump until I see you on the island. Yeah, when we get to the island, then we can fist pump, y'all. When we get to the island, then we can fist pump. But until then, we ain't doing none of that. We gonna make sure that we stay locked in mentally. Because once we get to the island, we made it, right? At that point, we can do some rejoicing, right? Not to say that we're gonna step off our rules, but we can do some rejoicing at that time when we get to the island. But yeah, man, that was a pretty cool trade. Usually when the trades are that cool, you see how smooth they go. They go pretty smooth. That's pretty much that's how it's supposed to go. Today is the way that you go about trading. Do you see that I did not put my entry until I really figured out where that fair value gap was? Seriously. If y'all saw I was stumped, I was over here like, I'm trying to figure it out. But that is the discipline in me. Like, even though my coach had saw it and we trade the same strategy, so it's not like I don't need his call out. I know the strategy, but when I saw that, I'm like, what? Like, where is that? So thank goodness that I audited, right? We talked about this yesterday. auditing yourself, right? Prior to your trade, auditing your trade. And until I found it, I was not, I was not ready to put my entry. Even though he had his entry and he was ready to go, I still had to see it. And it doesn't mean I don't trust him or anything like that, but this is the thing about becoming a independent trader, right? You got to trust what you see. If you don't see something, you got to question that. You got to audit that. You have to make sure that you confirm it, right? We always got to have confirmation. So once I confirmed it, then y'all saw I put my entry. Now, the thing about that is that thank goodness price was playing around up there, because it could have left without me and I would have missed a trade. Not that it's a big deal of missing trades. You know, we miss a trade, we just let it go. No harm, no foul. But the point is that if we can help it, we don't want to miss trades, right? We want to be able to take every setup that we see when we see our strategy set up. So I'm glad that I was still able to get in that trade, considering that I was fumbling on the entry. But when I figured it out, I was able to get in. We took the trade, we made a little bit of bread, and there it is. All right. So let's get on this talk. Let's get back to this talking point. Are you reacting to the last candle or overall structure? So it's something to think about, right? How would I say? Structure provides context, right? Structure is what we need. We can't react to a candle. Reacting to a candle is guessing, right? That's how would I say, that's going in with feelings. That's going in with, you're having expectations. You're thinking that this candle is going to go wherever you believe it's going to go, whether you see a candle spike bullish or you see a candle spike bearish, right? And one thing we got to remember is what? We cannot be reacting to no candles. Actually, we're not even supposed to be reacting to anything, because reacting is emotions, right? The only thing that we're supposed to do is when we see our setup, we take it. That's it. So we need to always make sure that we are, how would I say, confirming structure and then implementing our strategy at that point. That's how we want to do that. We never want to react. There's no reaction. We don't react to anything. Remember, we're disciplined traders. What the heck just happened? How am I in what the heck? Okay, I don't know what happened, y'all, but it just all of a sudden my copy trader just got me in a trade. I mean, I made an extra $70, but I'm like, what? I don't know if y'all heard it. It said order filled. I'm like, okay. I'm like, let me go ahead on and let's go ahead on and log out of here. But yeah, so I just made an extra $70 unwanted dollars. Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but I don't know if y'all heard it. It said order filled. Yeah, let me go ahead on and let's close everything out. And boom, we're done. All right, cool. I don't know. I was logged out and everything. It was the only thing that was still logged in was my copy trader, and it just said order filled. I saw $77 in the green, and I flattened everything. I don't know, but hey, that's the nature of what we do. Thank goodness it wasn't nothing crazy where it was like, a negative 200-300, right? Right. So that is wild though. Soy Sizzle, what's good? What's good? Use T-line scalp strategy, made up last week's loss, and put my daily P&L up for, that's what's up. Done for the day, finishing the week with the win. Hey man, shout out to Karate 357, man. That's fire, brother. That's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope. Made up his whole last week's loss and put his daily P&L at a positive 4660. That's what's up, Karate 357. That was for you, bro. That's dope. It's good stuff. That's discipline. That's how you did that. You did that on discipline. Drip, what you got? End of the week green. Glory to God. Absolutely. It was cool to end the week green this week, and I made up pretty much my losses as well. And I just made an extra $77. Added to that 1365, so it's like 14 something now. What is that? 1365, 77. That's 142. So I made about 1,400 and something now. So hey, even better. Or actually, 1,500. like 1,500 or something. So that's cool. Nah, we want them dollars for real, for real, for real. We want them dollars. That's for real. All right, let's get back to our question of the day. So we already know that we are not reactionary traders. We are process-driven traders, right? And being that we are process-driven traders, we're never reacting. We don't react to no candles. We only react to structure, confirmation, liquidity sweeps. How would I say? Whatever your strategy is doing, if whatever strategy you're working, whatever strategy you got working, if it's a strategy where you're using order blocks, you know what I'm saying, or you're using support and resistance, or if you're using like for the HSS, how we use the 100 EMA, like, if you're using those kinds of things, then you got to have, that's your structure, right? That's a part of your structure. So we already know that we are never reacting to any candles. We were only implementing once we confirm that we have structure. So everyone on the call already knows what we don't do. How would I say? We don't do any overall reacting, so to speak, right? We already know that we got to confirm everything before we can implement anything. So that's a pretty easy one. And always remember too, zoom out before you zoom in. You know what I'm saying? Zoom out before you zoom in, meaning when you're on the chart, like zoom out, go to a higher time frame if you have to. Do your top-down analysis. Start maybe at the 4-hour and work down if that's what your strategy calls for. Everyone's strategy is different, and there's different things that you have to implement to for your strategy to work, right? So just keep that in mind. So remember, we are never reacting to anything. We are only confirming overall structure before we do anything, any kind of implementation of anything. We are process-driven traders. We are not profit-driven traders. So there that is on the question of the day. So let's go ahead on and move to tip of the day. Anybody have any questions on that? Remember, structure provides context. Remember, we have to have structure. We don't do nothing off no candles. Candles mean nothing to us. I don't care if we see candles going up, candles going down, it's look good. Oh my God, let's full port. No, we don't do that. We're not gamblers. We're traders, professional traders at that. So just remember, structure provides context. We don't react to no candles. We don't react to anything. Just keep that in mind. All right, any questions on that? Order blocks, weird name, but works if that's what it is. Yes, order blocks is actually really, really cool. Consolidating so much today. Yep, yes, sir. Follow the strategy, rules, waiting for structure and process. Thank you so much for your guidance and encouragement and all the questions and input from this trading family. Absolutely, Karate 357, but that's good, bro. You grinded it out. See, that's the part about being a trader. Like, it's a grind. I think Kiara even said something like that, like grind it out, right? Like it's a grind. Soak and Insider, Soak had the same thing too. Soak went, don't quote me, I might be wrong on the dollar amount, but I think Soak went down like 6,500 on his account and brought his account back. It can be done. You just got to exercise patience and don't get in your head and don't tell yourself, oh man, $6,500, that's a lot of money, woo, 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 this and that. Like, no, just focus on process. And sorry, y'all, if y'all hear gardeners and stuff out there, it's Friday, they cutting the grass. I have my door open, my front door open, and my screen, of course, my screen door locked, but just letting some fresh air in. So if y'all hear some gardening stuff, my bad. I'm not about to get up and close my door. They should be gone in just a sec. So if you hear it, my apologies. Other than that, but yeah, Soak was down 6,500. He bought his account back. Straight up. So it can be done. So Karate 357 brought his account back. It can be done. You got to take your time. It took Soak like 30 days, 6,500. It took Soak like a month, but he was determined. He didn't quit. He could have been like, oh, I'm a reset and all that. Like, nah. Even I don't know if he's on the call today, but Benjamin Cologne, Mr. Cologne, like he was down too. And he hit me up. He was like, man, should I reset this? And I would tell you his exact words, what I told him. I'm like, heck no. We don't reset nothing. Grind it out. Resetting is too easy. It's easy to just reset an account. We don't want to build a habit of when our accounts get to a certain, place that we just want to just reset it and start over. It's like quitting. It's like, we don't want to do that. That's not the foundation that we want to build. If we get way down on our accounts, guess what? Work your tail off, dig in, and work your butt off on getting that account back positive. There's a reward in that. It's not just getting the account back positive. It's the fact that what? You grinded it out. You didn't quit. You didn't give up. You didn't say, oh, I'm just going to reset it. You know what I'm saying? Like, grind it out. Trust me, it's okay. What's the worst case scenario can happen? You blow the account. Big deal. Who cares? We don't care about that. We ain't trying to protect nothing. We just trying to just go at this with the most responsible, go at our trading game with the highest level of responsibility. And when I say the word responsibility, because if you're being responsible, then what? Everything goes into that, right? Discipline, confirmation, sitting on our hands, reading price action, like all of those things go into being responsible. You're treating your trading game as a business. You're not gambling. All of those different things that we talk about every day on this call, every day. So keeping that in mind, just grind it. Take your time and grind it. Like, it can be done. Soak It Insider did it. Karate 357 did it. I've done it. I'll tell y'all something. On my live account one time, this is my live account. This is about like when I first started trading. This was probably, it was 2024. I had put like 1,500 in my live account. I was trading micros. Check this out, y'all. I got my account down. My account was down to $121. So y'all already know I can only trade one micro. And if I go down $22, I can't trade nothing, because anything less of $100, the system is not going to allow you to trade that one micro. I got down to $121, and guess what? I grinded that account back to 3,600. Yes, I was 1,500. I think I might have went up to like 18, and then I don't know what was happening. That was just losing. It was down to $121. I took my time and I one microed it to death. I one microed the charts to death, and I got that account back to like 400 or 500. And then I started trading 2 micros, got up to like 800, 900. Then I went to like 3 micros, and then for some reason, everything just started hitting. I brought the account back to 3,600. I took out two bands and left the 1,600 in there, and I was like, woof. That was a grind. But it taught me something. It taught me patience. It also gave me the confidence to let me know that we can bring these accounts back. I know that did that for you. So 6,500 down and bring that account back in 30 days. That's grinding. That's grinding. That's grinding. That's discipline. Man, that's a lot right there. That ain't easy. That ain't easy. That's totally being consistent. And the main thing is not being in your head. That's work. Same thing with you, Karate 357. That's work. Like that takes something. Yeah. Keywords, I took my time. Absolutely. You have to. Soak It Insider tell you, I wasn't trying to rush it. He was telling me, a lot of our members hit me on the side. We talk outside of this chat, and there's a lot of things that they share with me. And I can tell you, like, folks is grinding up in here. Like, they grinding. They might not say it too much here in the comments, but I'm telling you, on the side, my little side talks we be having in DMs, like, grinding. And that's cool. That's what we want. That's what's going to make us the amazing traders that we are destined to be. Literally. Like, you're going to get there. Just put in the work. Grind it out. Just imagine, man. Oh, that's what's up. 357, Karate 357. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we getting the membership. We getting the memberships up. That's what's up. Little genius vault, little something special. Just to throw this out there, since he put that, like all the members, I'm going to be doing members only content. So be looking out for that. I'll be doing giveaways for the members only. I'm also going to do giveaways, of course, for the regular community, but I'm just saying for the members, I'm going to do a little something special for them, right? So it's not like I'm leaving anyone out. Everyone's going to be included on wherever you are. If you're a member or not a member, you don't have to become a member. If you become a member, it's your choice. But if you do decide to become a member, you know what I'm saying, there are going to be some special things for the members. You know, but the regular community is still gonna. I'm still gonna do giveaways and all of that stuff for you guys as well. So nothing's gonna change. So there it is. Your stream helps save my mental. A lot of props here, bro. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. But you know, a lot of props when I see people doing a J Royal, really? J Royal, really? Y'all see what this dude put in the comments? Oh my goodness. What you say, bro? Autocorrect. It was supposed to be only trades. Oh my God. Oh man, that is too stupid. Oh my goodness. Say, bro. Say, bro, I'm gonna have to ban you. I'm gonna have to ban you, man, if you do that again, bro. He cleaned it up too. He said autocorrect. J Roy, you wild, bro. That's wild. That's super wild. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. That is too stupid. All right, cool. All right, we got 44 viewers. We got 28 likes. Come on, y'all. Let's get the likes up. We only need 14 more likes, and we can have the likes match the viewers. But going back to what I was saying, so this boy, wow. But anyway, so yeah, so that's there. If that's something that you want to take advantage of, is there. It's cool. It's super affordable. Like. It ain't no crazy price. It's just I'm trying to start a little something within a little something. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So if you want to be a part of that, cool. If not, cool too. It's nothing. I only mentioned it because Cry 357, you know, joined in, and I appreciate that. But yeah, so going back to getting getting ourselves back in after we were interrupted by some autocorrect issues. Let's go ahead on and jump into tip of the day. What's that? AMD. Okay, I see you. We should support those that help us so graciously, freely, and from the heart. I appreciate that, Karai 357. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate that. Absolutely, because that's exactly where it comes from me. So, let's get into tip of the day. J. Roy, you wild, bro. That's all I got to say. You're a wild boy. All right. If you're watching every tick, you're trading noise. Think about that. If you're watching every tick, you're trading noise. Think about that. Just read that to yourself. Just read that. If you're watching every tick, you're trading noise. Let's get into that. Let's talk about that. J. Roy, you're wild, bro. Goodness gracious. That's all I got to say. I look at myself this time last year, night and day when it comes to trading. Bamboo tree. Ah, that's what's up. That's what's up, Josh Stretz. That's good stuff. Which goes to which goes to what? You're putting in the work, bro. You're putting in the work. You're putting in the work. That's why it's like night and day. Think about it. It's real simple for all of us. If we put in the work, we will get there. Nothing can stop you from getting to the island, right? But you. Literally, like nothing can stop you but you. Nothing can stop you from getting there. Nothing. The only thing that can stop you is you. Pretty much. That's it. Nothing else can stop you. I'm just getting to my, here we go. Just had to get to my notes. All right, cool. So, let's get this talking point down. If you're watching every tick, you're trading noise, right? Oh no, I get this tip before you even explain. Right, exactly. You know what? For a lot of us, when I'm putting up the question of the day and tip of the day, I already know most of y'all are already then tapped in on it. And this would have not happened if we were not building every day. This would not happen if we're not here building every day. The reason why now when I'm putting up these question of the days and these tip of the days and y'all already answering, y'all already locking in on the question or the tip of the day, is because what have we been doing? We've been sharpening our trading sword every single day we come into this live, to where now when I'm putting up questions of the day, tips of the day, everybody's already kind of locked in on it. Y'all already pretty much know where we're going. And think about how great that is. Excuse me. Because what is that saying? You are already mentally there. You're mentally there already. We just got to just keep building and keep building, keep sharpening that trading sword and fine-tuning that skill. That's all we got to continue to keep doing. Oh, that's what's up, Kick Rocks. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, my guy. For real, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate all y'all. Like, seriously, like, that's just love. I appreciate the love. I'm definitely gracious, wholeheartedly gracious, man. You know what I mean? I truly appreciate that. So getting back to our tip of the day. Excuse me. So if you're watching every tick, you're trading noise. Let's get into that. So think about it. If you're watching every tick, that would be a micro focus, right? Meaning like you're just watching on the tick. That's a micro focus, right? That's more of an emotional type angle. We want to be macro focused, meaning we want to zoom out and look at everything. We don't want to just be watching every single tick. That's not how you trade. And we don't trade noise, right? We don't trade noise. We trade structure. We trade confirmation. You know what I'm saying? We trade based on a strategic, how would I say, a strategic, with a strategic mindset, right? So having a macro focus is more strategic because we're zoomed out and we're looking at everything. If we're watching every tick, we're trading noise because what? That is a micro focus. It's just small and it's emotional. That's not going to help us. We should not be watching every tick. If you guys remember, what is that? Where was I going with that? If you guys remember, when we're just, okay, so let me say it this way. Think about when I'm trading, right? And I'll be in a trade and I'll tell you guys, okay, we're gonna let that cook. Let's go ahead and go to the charts. Let's screen share. Let's check whatever it is we need to check out, or let's do our tip of the day. Let's do our question of the day. We jump off a screen share. We go there. We let the trade cook, right? So that's one of the reasons why I do not like watching my trades, because this is the thing, something that I've also learned. If you believe in your strategy, if you know you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, yep, I backtested this strategy going back 3 years. I demo traded this strategy. I know this strategy works. I believe in the strategy. I understand the strategy. I know how to implement it, yada, 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 right? Okay. Your strategy shows up. Excuse me, your strategy sets up. You take it, right? Why do you feel you would need to be there watching every tick or watching that trade? Let that trade do what it's going to do. You don't have to be locked in on that. Go find something else to do. The reason why is because what will tend to happen is that'll tend to start making you emotion. It'll start to tend to bring out emotions, right? Because you're watching a tick, it may go straight close to your stop loss. It may not, all of that stuff, right? So you don't have to be caught up into the emotional side of your trade. That also helps you what? Stay stoic, right? And that's what's very, very important. We don't want to be emotionally tied to our trades. We don't want to be like we're sitting there, eating popcorn. Like, you don't watch your trade. You don't have to do that. Don't do that. Walk away from it. Go do something else. Set it and forget it. Literally, it's just like being one and done. It's the same concept. You go in, whatever happens, one and done. Profitable or not profitable, one and done. Same thing with your entry. You place your entry, you place your stop loss, you place your take profit. Done. Go do something else. That's why if you notice, I like to Like when we get in a trade and I tell y'all like, all right, we're going to let that cook. Let's go over here and get this therapy going. There's nothing more for us to do. We did everything that we can do. There's no more control. Once we're in a trade, that's it. That's it. So always implement yourself to your trades that way. Meaning, you see it, it sets up, take it, go do something else. Get up, walk away. You don't have to. You should not be sitting there watching your trade. Don't watch your trade. Get into the habit of taking your trade and not watching it. It's going to help you. Trust me, it's going to help you way more times. It's going to help you much better than it would if you sat there and you watched your trade every single time. Don't watch your trades. Just don't. And trust me, it'll help you with your psychology. You will get into a place of, hey, I did everything that I was supposed to do. I said everything, all my parameters, and walking away. Yep. And that's how you maintain your emotions. Just like Serena stated right here. Walk away to maintain my emotions. Because remember, that's very important. We got to maintain our emotions. And guess what? Not watching your trades and walking away after you enter your trade is the best way to do it. That's what helped me, and that's what I'm telling you guys to do. That's why I chose this tip of the day today. We're not there to be watching every tick. We ain't about to do that. We are process-driven traders. We set up, we see our strategy set up, we take the entry, we set our stop loss, set our take profit, go do something else. Period. So, going back to this tip of the day, remember, we always want to be what? Macro-focused. Meaning we're zooming out and we're looking at everything. We're not going to be micro-focused. Micro-focused does nothing for us. It's not strategic. It's emotional. We're not looking at the bigger picture. Period. So we already know it's not good for us. Once the word emotional came up, we already know, nope, can't do that. It's emotional. That's not who I am as a trader. So when these things happen, just say that to yourself. Just check yourself. Tell yourself, nope, can't do that because of this reason. And I'm not that kind of trader. I'm a process-driven trader. I don't trade noise. I'm not micro-focused. I'm macro-focused. I'm strategic. I need confirmation. I exercise discipline. I'm super professional. I trade with no emotions. I keep a stoic environment in my face. Once I get in a trade, I truly don't care what the trade does. Literally, like I don't care. Once I do all my due diligence and check my boxes off, and I've done that part and I get in a trade, whatever it does is what it does. I'm going to take the trade and live with the outcome. Period. And all that will do is it will get your psyche to a place to where you will only be focusing on process. You won't even be thinking about anything else. You won't even, you won't even care about anything else. You will only care about the process that you implement for your strategy and to enter your trades. That's it. That's it. Excuse me. So with that stated, always keep that in mind. We want to be macro focused, meaning we are zoomed out and we're looking at everything. That is a strategic approach, never micro focused. So, you already know we're not here to be watching every tick. So that was our tip of the day. Any questions on that? Let me jump into the chat and see what we got. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I watch too close sometimes. That is definitely. I'm guilty of that. So, yes, sir. I'm locked in with you. Appreciate you, Kick Rocks. OMG, yes, sir. Watching ticks, candles, price movements in seconds is not only noise, it's an emotional roller coaster. Absolutely. Great point, Karate 357. Great point. Y'all read that. OMG, yes, sir. Watching ticks, candles, price movements in seconds is not only noise, it's an emotional roller coaster. Absolutely. Don't do that. Because if we continue to do that, what are we doing? We are building a bad habit of watching our trades and also what? Getting ourselves caught up into an emotional roller coaster. Anything emotional, you guys know, is not for us. We don't do nothing on emotions. Period. That's not how we rock. No trade geniuses do anything on emotions. Period. That's it. Nothing to talk about. End the story. This is why I'm so glad for a strategy that allows me to be in and out of trades within seconds to minutes. That's what's up. Morbid Drifter. And that sounds like the scalping fits your personality. That's cool. That's really, really cool. Really, really cool. All right. So walk away to make. Yep. Stephen Brown. Good morning, my brother. Thanks for stopping in at Trade Genius. Inside joke. Make sure you set it and forget it on the right account and not exceed. Exactly. So yeah. So I want to share this with the community. So I was looking at something and I noticed that I was trading on the wrong account and I exceeded my consistency rule. Now, what you have to make sure is, I just want to throw this out there, like just make sure it can happen to anyone. Like you can actually, make that mistake. So just be mindful that you're trading the correct account and just make sure that you are not exceeding your consistency rule. That happened, and guess what? The account is way over now. The profit mark, my profit target is way higher than it needs to be. So with that stated, like, hey, pay attention to your consistency rule and pay attention to when you're logging in and out of your accounts that you don't think you're in demo and you're in a regular account or vice versa. Just pay attention to that. I just want to share that because if it happened to me, it can happen to anyone else. So just be mindful of that. You don't want to go over your consistency rule because then it raises your profit target and you got to make more money to get to your payout or even to pass the eval, depending on the rules of that prop firm. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I just wanted to just share that with y'all. That was the hardest part of trading. Thanks to the chat and stream, I can actually breathe after a trade. I no longer stress over the trade. It either hits or loses. Absolutely. That's all you can do. Nothing else to worry about. Finally broke over EMA on MES. Strong movement. Might take a buy if it breaks resistance. Gotcha. All right. So any questions on tip of the day or question of the day today? Any questions on that? Any questions on that? If you made money today, go ahead and log out. Log out of your accounts. Literally, log out. And you can keep your charts up, but log out of your accounts. If you made money today, log out. We ain't giving that money back. Y'all already know that. Trade geniuses do not give profits back. Remember that. When we get our profit, we running. Literally. As soon as we get that profit, we taking that bag, putting it up under our arm, and we out of there. We are not looking back. We don't want to talk with nothing. We're out of there. That's how Trade Genius is. That's how we run it. Period. We do not give profits back. So if you made some money today, that's what's up. I think most of us made money today. I don't think anyone took a L. Other than that, I'm glad I was able to end the week green. That was pretty cool, considering I wasn't tripping either way. If I'd have ended the week red, it just would have been red. But I was able to end it green this week, so that was cool. Made up for last week, made up my losses, ended up with a few $100s in profit. So what we have. That's my number one rule now. Don't give it back. Absolutely. That's why you get to payouts. Absolutely. I need to see the shut it down GIF you use before I log out. You got it, bro. Of course. So this will be for everybody, right? If you made some bread today, here you go. Here you go. Not shut it down, not shut it all down. Shut it down, shut it all down. So there that is. So make sure we're shutting it down. Takes a lot of practice not to cut or take profit early. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Lun. It does. But it can be done. It is something you have to work on. You just gotta, if you can do this. If you have an issue, Lun, if you have an issue taking profits early, this is what you do. Take profits, but leave a runner, right? To where you bank some of that position, but you left a runner to still be in the position to allow you to make some extra bread. So, and at least that does not cut your trade short. you bank some of your position, right? You trim your position, you bank some of that, and then you let a runner, like one runner, two runners, let them go. Trade like 5 micros, bank 3 or 4 contracts, let 2 run, bank 5 contracts, let 1 run, something like that. And then this way, what that'll do is that'll help you with being able to hold that full position to your take profit. But let me say this too. We are not in the time that we're in right now in the market with everything going on is not a time to be holding, in my opinion. Take a base hit and let the runners run. Let the runners run maybe to your, you can hold the runners to your take profit, but take them base hits. Too many volume spikes, too much manipulation going on with news and the war and all of this other stuff going on. So the terrain changed, so we have to change with it, right? And the way that we change with it is maybe halfway from your entry to your take profit, you bank some of your contracts, you trim your position, and let the runners go. And there it is. So at least this way now, you're not holding that trade, right? And you're holding the trade. You haven't trimmed any of the, and you haven't trimmed or banked any of your position. And then some crazy volume spike candle goes in either direction and takes you out, and all the profit that you had, your green trade just turned red, something that we don't want to do. So that'll be the best way to do it. That's what Serena and I have been doing. We've been taking a lot of base hits. We're not holding our full position to our take profit. We're just not in that time right now. Now, when the war is over, that'll be a different story. But right now, just err on the side of caution. If we all should be in on micros, 5, 6 micros, trim 4 or 5 of them, leave 1 or 2 runners, and there it is. That's how you want to do it. Let's see here. Man, it would be nice when I start to the bank with wins. Absolutely. Trent, I heard or read somewhere Apex is going out of business. Have you heard or read anything about that? No, I haven't heard that. I would highly doubt it that they're going out of business, but you never know. I'll do some research on that over the weekend, but thanks for the information, for real. So with that said, that was for you, Lund. I just wanted to kind of give you an idea, and I totally agree with you. It does take a lot of practice, but that's the way that you can work on that. You can still bank some of your position, and then let 1 or 2 micro runners run. And just when you do that, just make sure you move your stop loss just above break even if you're just above your entry if you're in a buy, just below your entry if you're in a sell. Leave a little space between there so you still make a few dollars, meaning a space between your entry and your stop loss when you move your stop loss in profit, right? Leave a little space there so if price comes back to get you like it did to me today, you still left a little space there to make a little bit of money, where that money at least takes care of your fees for your contracts that you're running with, those little few runners. So just make sure you do that. And then that's it. That's all you can do. What stock y'all trade on earlier? Van Dezel, we traded on NQ. And yesterday I had answered your question for you too, my guy. I remember you had asked a question. I had made sure I answered that. Yeah, I only trade MNQ. Thank you, Mr. Drifter. Yeah, only NQ. Well, only MNQ. But NQ is the only ticker that I look at, Van Dezel. But I did answer your question yesterday too. You're welcome, brother. No problem. I was asking in the chat when you asked a question, I was like, is he still here? You never responded. Hopefully you did hear my answer. If not, you're always welcome to answer. Welcome to answer the question again. But yeah, any questions that I'm asked, I'll answer every question. Got to go have a call with a trading buddy. Y'all have a great weekend. As always, thanks, Trent. You're welcome, man. Thank you, Soak. Appreciate you. Look at what Soak said. Soak said he has a call with a trading buddy. So keeping it rocking. He ain't falling off. He keeping it rocking. He keeping his whole world trading. Now that's how you come up in this game. You're welcome, Van Dezel. No problem, my brother. Like I said, if you have any questions, man, just ask. Even if it takes me a second to get to it, I will definitely get to it. But hopefully you were here when I answered your question yesterday. I just wanted to let you know that I did answer you and I didn't look over you. Other than that, anybody got anything for me? Figure it's been an hour and a half. We'll get out of here a little early today. We made our bread, fine-tuned our trading therapy. We sharpened up our trading sword today. So Y'all got anything for me? Anything for the kid? Any questions, any concerns? All right, so let me put this out there. Today is Friday. Today is the last day to DM me that you will be joining the backtesting session. So today is the last day for you to get your FX Replay subscription. If you have not got that, once you have secured your subscription and you got that taken care of, DM me on Discord and just let me know, hey, I want to be part of the backtesting session. I got my subscription to FX Replay, and then you'll be counted in. By tomorrow, by Saturday or Sunday, everyone that DM'd me, you'll be getting a DM from me with the next set of instructions. All right? Just trying to think of ways to make this money so I can keep making this money. Absolutely, Kiara. Absolutely. Well, you're in the right place, and just understand this. Trading takes patience, right? It's going to take some patience. And to master trading, it's going to take time, right? So that's one thing that we know. I'm 2 years in, and you can see, you know, I got it about 90% together. I ain't all the way there yet, but it takes time. And I know it takes time. But as long as we keep in here, we come in here and we keep grinding every day, we'll get there, period. We will get there, that's for sure. Anybody got anything for me? Anything for me? Oh, what Soy Sizzle say? Soy Sizzle said, I think I just saw, what'd he say? 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 Oh, looking like Ezel with the TV. Right. Soy, right. That is too silly. Let's see here. I'm seeing two different prices for your trade vault. So $8.99 on my desktop and $12 on my phone. It should be $8.99. I don't know why it's showing $12. That's, yeah, it should be the $8.99. I'll go in there and I'll check it out. Something could have happened. I don't know. Let me go in there. I'll go in there and I'll check it out. T. Pruitt. Actually, you know what? Let me go in there right now. Let's see what's going on. While we're on stream, let me check it out. Boom, and boom, and all right, let's see here. So memberships. All right, what we got? All right, got them. Levels. Yeah, should only be one, my guy, for $8.99. I don't know what the $12 is. Yeah, it was just one. And I made it, like I said, I made it super affordable, bro. It's like $9. I don't even know what $9 equates to. What's $9 divided by 20 trading days? Let's see what that is. It's like 45 cents a day. I mean, 45 cents a day. Yeah, it shouldn't be 12. It should just be $8.99. I don't know what the 12 is, bro. But yeah, whatever there, like, just ignore that. It should be $8.99. I just checked in my T Pruitt. I was just checking my memberships, and it's just one level. So I don't know why that's showing there. I have no clue. But $8.99, my guy, comes out to 45 cents a day. I mean, you really can't beat that. My neck and my back. Oh my goodness. Mr. Taylor, what's going on over there? He said my neck and my back. Absolutely. 45 cents a day. You know what the thing was, T. Pruitt? This is what I said. I said, you know what? I'm going to make it super affordable to where it's like, it's not even about the money, right? It's about creating the membership community and then being able to do content just for members, right? I wanted to be able to have both. I wanted to be able to, maybe someone doesn't really want to be a member. That's cool. Like, no harm, no foul. I'm not taking that no kind of way. I'm still going to give you love like you are a member. None of that really matters to me. The reason why I created the membership, because I wanted to do some different things, right? But I also know this is that when people are invested into something, when they have a little skin in the game, right? We tend to, we tend to like hold on a little bit more closely to that. Like we put that a little bit closer to our chest, closer to our heart, right? Because we have some skin in the game. So I felt the membership was just that. Yes, Nia, the the Trade Vault is basically a membership that I created. You can go in there and just check it out. I'm basically gonna start making members only content, start doing giveaways for just members. Also, too, members will have an automatic percentage off of all merch. So it's gonna be some cool stuff. And at 45 cents a day, $9, it's $8.99. You think there's 20 trading days in a month, 45 cents a day, like, hey, no, that's nothing. And that's where the OT came from. What's OT? That's where the OT came from. OT. Fill me in, Kiara. I'm lost. I had a brain fart. Where can I check? Oh, go into my YouTube channel and just go to the memberships. You'll see it. It's right there. And you can just check it out. The next thing I have to do is I need to do a welcome message for the members for all the members. So I'll be working on that as well. Absolutely, yeah. Just go in there. Go on my YouTube channel and you see where the membership section is, and then just go ahead and just only right, right, exactly, Kiara, right, right, Jay Royal, that guy. We're gonna have to. I don't know, man. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to take consensus. We might have to ban this guy, man. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Kiara, yes, the only trades. Goodness gracious. Now I already see that since that started now, that's gonna be the talk of our little community right now. I already see. It's the link in the comments below as well. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Here it is right here, though. I can do this. Let's do this. Bob. I can put it right here, y'all. Here's the link. There's the link. But bam. I'm going to buy the domain and sell it back to you. Keep playing with me. See? You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? That doesn't sound, that kind of energy right there, that doesn't sound like, that's what's up, Laser Focus. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you very much, wholeheartedly, man. Thank you. Y'all see this, right? I'm glad I have witnesses. You see the energy this Joseph Royal guy is giving me? You see this? You see this? I don't know, y'all. I'm going to have to take a consensus in here and see. We might have to ban this guy. I got a ban button. I'm hovering over it. Ready to click. But nah, that's what's up. But yeah, so that's pretty much what the membership's about. Like I said, it's something that I have been thinking about doing, and I think that it'll be really, really good. And then also too, I'm gonna start doing like members only things. You know what I mean? Like for people that really want that extra little, you know what I'm saying? How I say that little extra sauce? Like becoming a member is what'll get it to you. Y'all already see I give everything when I come on the streams. Members or not. The membership was just a way for me to engage with them engage with my audience a little bit better, right? Engage all our trade geniuses a little bit better, right? Also, too, I'm going to be doing some other things. Like you're going to actually see the life of a trader. Like I think that's something good. Y'all need to not just see me here, right? You need to see me out in the world and how I move and how I do things and all of those kinds of things. So the membership is it's definitely going to be trading stuff, but it's also going to be more of like from a lifestyle perspective. So you guys can see different things. You can actually get a chance to really like get to know me, you know what I mean, and see what I do on an everyday basis. All those kinds of things. Like it's so many things that all these ideas we've been wrapping our head around of things that we want to do. So just throwing that out there, like it's going to be something really, really good. Trust me, we're going to curate some really, really cool stuff. Period. And trust me, it'll be way more than your 45 cents a day. I can promise you that. Think about it, $8.99. I don't even think you can get anything at McDonald's for $8.99, right? Like if you get I don't eat fast food, but I'm like, if you go to McDonald's, isn't like the cheapest thing like $10, right? Something like that. I think a Happy Meal is like $8.99, right? Right, the Genius Kiara, exactly. Make me a moderator, I'll ban him. Absolutely. Chris, hey, yo. Damn, Taylor times Taylor crime against Royal. Yeah, you see that? I had to. I'm glad you jumped in here today, son, so you could, you know what I'm saying, I had some backup today. And for y'all that don't know, EJ Taylor, that's my son. For anybody that did not know, in the chat, EJ Taylor, that's my son. So, forgive me, y'all. I'm not all the best at all these media stuff. The cheapest form of ODF that they sell is right, right. Ice cream. I like how you said it too. ODF deaf. Right. But yeah, yo. So just like I said, just so y'all know, like EJ Taylor, that's my son. So he be up in here. He be just, you know, making sure ain't nobody trying to, you know, jump on his pops. You know what I'm saying? So we got Jay Royal on we side eyeing Jay Royal right now. Jay Royal is Jay Royal's on the watch list. I got my little man in here. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take care of my light work for me. Nah, bro. I want you here. Yeah, nah. Y'all know I'm just kidding. Jay Royal, that's my right hand man. That's my right hand man. Like for real. That's my right hand man. Oh yeah, the WWE. Yeah, of course. He'll tell you that's how we raise. One fight, we all fight. That's how Taylors, that's us Taylors. That's how we raise. He'll tell you. One fight, they all fight. That's how the Taylors rock. We come together, we cry together, we fight together, we go home together. Yes. That is my guy right there. Yep. But anyway, so yeah. Other than that, wait, what did he say? Oh, salute. That's what's up. That's what's up, y'all. I appreciate y'all giving that shout out to Lil E. That's what's up. Well, he ain't Lil E no more. He Big E now. But he ain't never bigger than me. But he Big E though. I gotta give him that. He ain't Lil E no more. He Big E now. Seriously. But yeah, so anybody got anything for me? Pause, right, Chris? Right. For real. Pause on that. Like he ain't Lil E no more. He Big E now. He just ain't never bigger than me. That's all. But yeah. But yeah. So with all of that stated, don't forget today's the last day, like I said, because we're gonna get up out of here for the back testing session. If you want to join, you already know what you need to do. And then, like I said, this weekend, I'll be definitely sending DMs out to everyone that sent me a DM, letting me know that they joined. And then once we do that, every correspondence after that will be through DM. I'm going to keep it close knit. That's just how I like to do things. And we're gonna get it rocking, and we'll discuss dates and the time and all of that then. I just wanted everybody to get it, and I want to see who was gonna be locked in first. And then once I get that head count, then we all rocking. So y'all will get a DM from me this weekend. And that's pretty much it. That's what's up. That's right, son. Royal Rumble. You get that? You get that, Jay Royal? Royal Rumble. You get that? No pun intended, sir. Royal Rumble. That was up, son. That was up. That's what's up. But yeah, so other than that, y'all have a great remainder of y'all Friday. He said, I'm bringing Cousin Kurt. Oh, Lord. Cousin Kurt, I don't know. We're going to have to get some other Taylor family. Cousin Kurt a big boy. For real. Cousin Kurt's a big boy. Like, you need a stick. You need a stick for Cousin Kurt. Like, Cousin Kurt's a big boy. But yeah, so cool, great Friday today. Let's keep this momentum going into the weekend. Tomorrow, everyone should be what? You should be back testing. You should be reading through your journal of everything that went on this week. Remember that. That's what we should be doing every Saturday. At some point on Saturday, pull your journal out, read through it. Read everything that happened this week. Just read it. Just read it and just understand it. Just understand it. So with that said, back testing, right? Got to get into repetition. He said, I got the people's elbow for Cousin Kurt. So get the, do your back testing for all of your repetition. And let's be ready to show up on the charts on Monday and knock this thing out. So other than that, great Friday today. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I appreciate everybody who became members. That's amazing. That's dope. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Shout out to the Edge Funder co-founders, Juvier, Scalp God, my brothers. Without them, we would not be here. And also, too, next week, we're having a special guest. And I'll announce the day that's going to happen. Still working out that part of the logistics, but we will have a special guest next week. It's going to be a great interview. All y'all going to want to be tuned in. You ain't going to want to miss this one. If for some reason you can't be tuned in, of course, it will be recorded. But definitely next week, we're going to have an amazing special guest, and we're going to rock from there. But other than that, man, y'all have a great remainder of y'all Friday. Enjoy the weekend with your loved ones. Get out, do something fun. And other than that, appreciate y'all. Love y'all, as I always stated. And y'all have a great day. Yee.